Anime.
What is an anime? To put it in logical terms, hand-drawn or computer-generated animation shows are referred to as anime, but sometimes each of these anime does something that goes beyond their logical description. They awaken such emotions in people that shouldn't be possible for a piece of animated media. Every year, we get hundreds upon hundreds of anime. Some are bad, some are good, some are great, and some just leave their mark upon people's minds. But above all of them, in every few years or decades, an anime is released that just leaves you speechless. It awakens such emotions that you never knew you could feel. That was what I felt when I watched The Lord of Mysteries. And today, I am going to give a spoiler-free summary and review of it, along with my thoughts on it. But before that, hit that subscribe button because more anime reviews and recommendations are on the way. So, without wasting any more time, let's dive into the peak of fiction that is Lord of Mysteries. With so many anime coming out every year, most of them tend to be pretty generic, with the same storyline and plots. But Lord of Mysteries starts branching out from others right from the very beginning, as it starts off with the main character getting transported to another world. Haven't heard about that before. He gets transmigrated to a steampunk world in the body of a man named Klein Moretti. After being transported to a completely unknown world, as he was finally starting to grasp his situation, he was asked to join an organization of superhumans that was responsible for capturing other superhumans who had gone berserk. The superhumans are known as Beyonders. In the hope of finding a way to get back to his world, Klein joins this organization. Till this point, the story goes on a pretty generic route, I would say. But as we start to progress through the episodes, we learn more and more about the shadow organizations at work in the background. Every episode gives depth to each character, and before you know it, they all become interconnected and relevant to the storyline. As time passes, you start to puzzle out the missing pieces, and just when you start to think that you have finally caught up, it hits you with a plot twist that flips the show on its head. The more you learn about the characters, the more you get the feeling that you are just scratching the surface. The world building is woven so intricately, with each region having its own significance, with a deep and long storyline binding all of them together perfectly. So much thought has been put into every region, organization, and law that it just makes the show feel alive. Sure, it has a few plot holes like every other show, but it easily gets covered by the sheer emotions it throws at you. If that wasn't enough, then let's talk about the animations and aesthetics of the show. Every scene looks realistic. The animation studio just broke all standards with this one. It might not be a flashy animation like some other highly animated anime such as Demon Slayer. In contrast to that, it focuses more on details. Every shot and every scene feels real. Sometimes you forget that it's an animated show. It just breaks through the actual definition of an anime. Fight scenes are so dynamic that it feels as though you are present there yourself. And the voice acting is top-notch. Like, bro, in some scenes I got goosebumps just by hearing them chant a spell. Even though the powers of Beyonder are compared to gods, the danger still feels real. The show does a good job at making you realize that this isn't just a fantasy world. People die here, lives are lost here. And the more you know, the more you realize how powerless you are. All of what I discussed would only make this a good anime. What makes it peak is its music. I cannot explain how hard it carries the emotional scenes of the show. They literally went all out with its emotional and battle music. It makes every emotional scene hit you like a knife in your heart, and before you know it, your eyes are filled with tears, whether of joy or of sorrow. My honest thoughts on The Lord of Mysteries is that it is a generational anime, which people may overlook right now, but with time, they will realize its true beauty and charm. Honestly, it made me feel things I have felt from very few pieces of media. At first, it may look hard to understand for many people, but once they give it some time to explain itself, it will become something they will never be able to forget. It came in with a lot of hopes from the web novel readers, and hearing their response, it delivered on those hopes perfectly. And from what I have heard from them, the story only gets better and better from here on out. So I would definitely recommend you guys to give it at least 3 episodes, and I'm sure it'll hook you up. Remember, you heard it here first. Well, That's all. Thanks for staying till the end. If you guys found this review helpful or fun, like the video, and comment down below what are your thoughts on the show. And don't forget to hit subscribe as it helps the channel grow, and press that bell icon because more awesome reviews and recommendations are on the way. Thanks for watching. Peace.